Could parents really be incarcerated for cutting meat from their kids' diets?
Yes.
This sounds absolutely crazy.
No, this is crazy.
Raised raw vegan. Could you tell me how you got into raw foods?
We just went online and we I looked at this raw vegan bodybuilding video.
Okay.
A Florida mother who says she fed her child a vegan diet has been found guilty of first-degree murder after her child died from starvation. Sheila O'Leary and her husband, Ryan Patrick O'Leary, were indicted in December 2019 for abusing and neglecting their 4 children. Their 18-month-old son died of malnutrition and dehydration that same year. The couple reportedly told police they're vegans and only eat raw fruits and vegetables. Now the mother is facing a life sentence with no chance of getting out of prison. Her sentencing is scheduled for July 25th. Ryan O'Leary is expected to go to trial later this year.
Raw fruits and vegetables alone. Even a standard Western diet sounds better than that, and that's really saying something.
Anything you'd like to say, ma'am, prior to sentencing?
Deciding not to speak before being handed her sentence for starving her 18-month-old son Ezra to death. With a blank face, Sheila O'Leary learned her punishment.
Bye, have a great time.
A jury later found his mom had him on a strict vegan diet that led to his murder.
Legally hold responsible parents for feeding children a diet devoid of elements essential for healthy and balanced growth.
I'm a human. Planet Earth is a globe. Water isn't wet. Oh no, wait. Water isn't actually wet. Fire isn't burnt. Scrap that last one.
Is our most tweeted story of the day on the day when there's been lots of difficult stories. The mom never took her 2-week-old infant to the hospital, and she now faces felony child neglect charges. Her baby still in the hospital.
Human beings are mammals, which means that they require mother's milk, which is a form of animal nutrition, not plant nutrition, obviously. After weaning, ideally, we want to continue eating lots and lots of animal nutrition.
We have over 500 comments. So Carol wrote, I think they should dehydrate the mom, allow her to really feel the pain she put her baby through right before they throw her ass in jail.
Bye, have a great time.
Don't we have an obligation to protect children from certain parents?
If the parent is unfit to make wise decisions about their child's health, then we have to take measures into our own hands.
I couldn't agree more, and this is just no way to raise any child.
That's right. You award parents autonomy to a certain point until the child's life is in danger, and then it's your job to step in.
She was insistent on feeding the baby this magical formula.
Magical formula? Like breast milk?
It is time for me to do an update on my homemade plant-based baby milks, otherwise known as raw vegan infant milk.
Homemade is often a really smart decision, but definitely not in this case. Nuts and seeds aren't milk and don't make milk.
This hemp milk I'm going to show you is something that I would feel happy feeding my baby once they get to about 12 months, and that it's pretty nutritionally balanced. Coconut water, especially for younger babies. So I've been and blended up the milk.
I hope there's lots of saturated fats and cholesterol in there. B12, B6, omega-3 fatty acids, taurine, like there is in milk.
Can I feed this to a newborn? The short answer is yes, you can feed these milks to a newborn.
Who's listening to these people? Amazing.
Amazing.
So I want to show you my video for the formula I make for my baby. Tablespoon of green powder blend, 2 tablespoons of coconut water powder, 1 tablespoon organic white chia seeds, about 3/4 a serving of daily greens, like sea vegetables, fruits, vegetables, grasses, 1 cup organic hemp seed, 7 to 9 pitted dates. Then I add about 10 drops of this pH balance to alkalize the drink.
Powders, seeds, an abundance of oxalates and sugar, grasses, and alkazone to destroy the functionality of your stomach.
And it's full of lots of nutrients, and I totally believe that it's nutritionally complete.
It's false. No way.
we created it.
She's raising her 7-month-old baby on a vegan diet, and social media is in an uproar. Some have gone so far as suggesting CPS be called for malnourishment. Is this safe or sound for our kids?
You're taking a huge gamble with your child's life and potentially compromising its whole entire future.
What we have to remember in kids is that we are eliminating animal fats, so eggs, we're eliminating milk and other dairy products as well as meats. And we need to then figure out ways to get those nutrients back into kids so they can have a well-rounded diet.
For individuals who really want to focus on a vegan diet, maybe there's a balance there. Maybe there's 80% where you can do plant-based, and then 20% of the time you're going to give your baby some animal protein because it is important for your growing child at this particular phase.
You clearly don't know vegans.
I am vegan and whole foods plant-based myself, and my baby eats what I eat. And because my baby is over 1, he is eating quite a lot of solid foods now, but he's still breastfeeding, and we love breastfeeding. It's a time for snuggles, it's time to take a break, it's time to look each other in the eye, and it's time for amazing nutrition. We nurse to sleep.
Did you notice how far she skipped past the fact that she said amazing nutrition when talking about breast milk, which is animal nutrition, full of saturated fats and cholesterol, things like taurine, which most vegans don't seem to be familiar with, DHA, EPA, super nutritious, right? Well, at least you're breastfeeding your baby. That's one good thing. Your baby's not vegan yet.
It proposes jail sentences of 1 year for vegans, up to 4 years if the kids have permanent health problems, and up to 7 years if the child dies as a result of a vegan diet.
Is it just me, or was the crowd showing way too much empathy toward the parent who isn't actually the real victim here?
First of all, I'm shocked. I've never heard of anything like this.
Vegan parents get jailed all the time for starving their kids.
Like these.
If you do eat a restricted diet, you just need to know what you're doing. Veganists can be so healthy.
Veganists don't exist as much as veganism doesn't exist. All life thrives on death. And human beings certainly aren't herbivores. Check out this next clip, because you won't believe the nerve this guy has to say what he's about to say. I mean, quite the contrary, and the hypocrisy.
I wonder if there are some farmers that raise cattle in Italy who are pushing this law forward to force people to eat more meat.
I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Amazing.